So me and OmniRider were having a chat the other day, and I realized that even though we're both car enthusiasts, we are actually really different in what we kind of value in our cars. So today I'm going to be going over the different types of car enthusiasts there are. So number one is going to be the Gearhead title. So for these guys are going to want the more repairable cars, and they're going to want to really focus on the driving experience. So for me, I'm probably going to claim this title mostly because I like to work on my own cars, and having an easy to work on platform is key. Secondly, I really value like the experience of driving, so I'm not going to want anything that kind of takes away from that. I don't care about the comfort of the suspension or anything. I want to feel the road. I want to feel the road in the steering wheel that I'm holding. I want to feel it in the gear shifter. I want to look out and see it. I want to be in tune with it. So whenever I'm car shopping, there's going to be a few things that I'm going to put higher on the priority list. So for me, whenever I look at a car or potential car to buy, I'm going to open the hood. I'm going to see if the engine bay is nice and clean to work on, if there's enough room to touch things, get things out, get everything on that accessory belt. Make sure that it's, a lot of open space in there. Second thing is going to make sure that if this car were to break down, like the alternator were to crap out on it or something like that, it'll have cheap parts. I don't want something that's going to be hard to find. I want like a Mercedes or a BMW to shell out an extra arm and a leg. I want something that's really cheap to repair. Things that I'm not going to care about are like electronics. Actually, electronics are something that I'm going to try to avoid. So in my mind, the less electronics, the better. So my Mustang and the Jeep that we have don't even have cruise control. Other things I'm not going to care about are like cargo room. I really don't care. I just really want to experience the drive. And then I don't really care about extreme performance. And when I say that, I mean like 0 to 60 times going crazy and stuff like that. So out in the real world, you'll probably find the Gearheads, at your local auto parts store or Home Depot picking up things, because they're gonna be the DIY type. They're gonna be the ones that'll always try to fix it themselves first. They'll have their like favorite wrencher tool set. Their favorite Christmas gift will be in like a new circular saw that they got from their family. That kind of guy. Now the second type of car enthusiast, I'm gonna name them the top tier players. Now these guys are gonna just value performance and status. These things, the things that can be after are like 0 to 60, name brand, the status of the car itself, the technology. They want the latest and the greatest of these guys. Things they won't care about are things like modifications, repairabilities, because as long as they have it running at their top condition, they're not going to care about what happens. Just keep it running and keep it winning. If the whole world was an MMORPG, these guys would be your pay-to-win players. These are the guys that drive the highest level trim Porsches around, that keep their cars really clean, really pure, really stock, but drive really slow because in their mind they know that they've already beat you. Now the last kind of car enthusiast is going to be the potential junkie. So now these guys are going to value the same kind of things that the Gearhead will. They'll want a really easy to work on platform and stuff like that. But whenever they choose a car, they choose the car for the potential, to unlock potential. They want to put the most aggressive tunes on there. They want to run E85s. They want to lower their car for a more aggressive stance. In this group are going to be the racers and tuners, unfortunately. But this is probably the most iconic and most popular car enthusiast type there is. For this type of car enthusiast, you'll probably hear the sound of their exhaust before you actually see them. But there's honestly something really respectable about this type of car enthusiast, because whenever they look at a car, they picture what that car can become. They picture something beautiful, even if it probably isn't in its current state. So now that I've pointed out all the different types of car enthusiasts, it's important to point out that you won't fall into one single category. It's definitely a spectrum. So I chose the Gearhead title because that's kind of where most of my priorities lie. I don't really care about really extreme performance, but I do care about performance. I do like 0 to 60 times and stuff like that, but it's just that I value repairability over that more. And I'm not trying to bash on people who like to modify their cars, because obviously look at what I did to that Mustang. There's so much rice on there, I could probably feed a family for months. But right now, modding isn't really one of my priorities right now. I just kind of want to upkeep my car and have the nice fun driving experience, and having a convertible really adds to that. So for me, I'm probably going to lean towards the Gearhead car enthusiast. OmniRider is definitely leaning more towards the top tier players. And 4 years ago, I definitely would have aligned to the potential junkies because I had a laundry list of things I wanted to do to that Mustang, and supercharging it was probably going to be the next step in that. So instead, I just kind of hung on to it. Hopefully, I can relive some of that fun later. But regardless of what kind of car enthusiast you are, the Gearhead, the top tier player, or the potential junkie, I think we can all agree on one thing, and that thing is screw Tesla.